Good evening and welcome to the school board meeting for District 196. It is October 24th, 2022, and this is our regularly scheduled board meeting. Would you rise and join us with the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to ask you to remain standing this evening for a moment of silence. We're going to have a moment of silence that we want to observe tonight for Adelina Forsgren, a ninth grade student at Eastview High School who passed away recently. Our thoughts are with her family and are with her 196 family. Thank you. Board, as we call the meeting to order tonight, we are working off a revised agenda this evening. An item titled Employee Agreement was added to the consent agenda, and we will be recognizing the Rosemont High School Marching Band. I'm channeling Chuck Brooks if you didn't know. Rosemont High School Marching Band drum majors at our next regularly scheduled board meeting on November 15th instead of today. So with that, I'll ask for approval of the amended agenda.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Sachin and a second by Corey. All in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. That passes on a 6-0 vote. We move into recognitions this evening, and we have a packed auditorium, and this is what we love. Recognitions of our students and their successes. Tonight, we are going to recognize National Merit Scholars, semifinalists, and commended students. We'll recognize students by school, beginning with the School of Environmental Studies, and we'll call up Principal Lauren Trainer to present the students from SES.
Good evening, Chairperson Magnuson, members of the board, and Superintendent Krieger. My name is Lauren Trainer, and I am the principal at the School of Environmental Studies. And as mentioned, you can notice that we have a packed house tonight. This is always an exciting school board meeting because we have several students from District 196 who have been recognized as National Merit Scholars. And so, as mentioned, we will have the principals from each of the high schools call their students up so that they can be recognized here at the school board meeting with their families present. Before we do that, I just want to take a second to make sure that everyone understands what an honor it is to be recognized as a national scholar, a merit scholar, excuse me. So just so everyone knows, every year, 11th graders have an opportunity to take an optional test called the PSAT, or the Pre-SAT. This is a test that measures students' abilities in the areas of critical reading, mathematics, and writing ability. It is taken across the nation by over 1.5 million students, representing over 20,000 schools. And if you look around, we've got several students here from District 196 who are being recognized for being in either the top 2.5% of participants, and they are called National Merit Scholars. And some students here tonight are even in the top 1% of participants, and they are what they call semifinalists. And they'll have the opportunity to go on and compete for up to like 7,000 scholarships, totaling nearly $28 million. That money comes from different businesses and colleges and universities, and of course the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. So we are going to get started, and we appreciate the opportunity to congratulate these students tonight as being top scholars in the nation. And since I am up here, we are going to start with the first school, the School of Environmental Studies. We are a small but mighty school, and we do have one student who is a National Merit Scholar. Unfortunately, Benjamin Kunsel is not able to be here tonight, but take a moment, please, and just congratulate Ben and his family with me. And then I will hand it over to the principal of Apple Valley High School, Drew Mons.
Thank you, Ms. Trainer, and good evening to the board, to Chairperson Magnuson and Superintendent Krieger, and everybody who's here with us here tonight. My name is Drew Mons, and I'm the principal at Apple Valley High School, and I'm proud to present our students here to you tonight as National Merit Scholars. One thing that we know is that the students, they don't achieve any of these things alone. And we've got some amazing students with us here tonight, but thank you to the faculty and to the staff and also to their families. Our 3 students, their families are here with us tonight. So I'd like to ask those folks if they would please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And with me tonight is Bryson Flake and Eva Gordhammer and John Williams. And next up is Dr. Polly Rakowski and Egan High School. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, congratulations. Thank you for coming tonight. And Polly Rakowski from Egan High School.
Hey, good evening. Good evening, all of you, board members, Superintendent Krieger, Board Chair Magnuson, and all of our honored guests, and especially our families and students who are being honored here tonight. Egan High School faculty and staff are very proud to recognize the 14 National Merit Scholars from our building this year, seniors in the class of 2023. Before we do that, however, I would ask for the family and friends of these young people who are in the audience to stand and be recognized. We recognize that it takes a very large village to create such wonderful and very, very enlightened scholars, young people who strive to be the best and take on extra challenges. And that's who is represented in these groups tonight. So thank you for sharing your students with us. And we want to also be sure to recognize the fact that many, many teachers along the way have contributed to the achievements of these students. We just happen to be at the senior year and able to be here with you. I will recognize the following students, some of whom could not be here tonight. Raman Ashman could not be here tonight. Claudia Beckwith. Anastasia Cook. We are unable to have Ryan Leonards or Eric Lee with us tonight. Aaron Liu. Arya Nair. We are also missing Samrag Narayan and Alicia Owanami, but Ethan Pack is here with us. Ethan. Lawrence Salonga. Archon Sen is not with us. And our last 2, Brady Williams and Daniel Washnick. It's probably no surprise that these young people are extremely busy. Some of them barely finished a nationwide debate tournament last night at 10 o'clock, so they're probably a little behind in their schoolwork as well. But these young people represent some of the very finest here at Egan High School and in our school district. I send them forward for recognition.
Congratulations. Thank you for coming tonight. Congratulations.
And I welcome Mr. Bruce Miller, the principal of Eastview, to the podium.
And welcome Bruce Miller and Eastview High School.
Thank you, Chairperson Magnuson, school board members, and Superintendent Krieger. I'm Bruce Miller, representing Eastview High School, and on behalf of our faculty, staff, students, and parents, we're very happy to be here, and we thank you for taking this opportunity to celebrate all of our students. And we also want to take a moment to celebrate and congratulate all the students from our sister schools, and tonight we're proud of each other, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be here to celebrate together. Let's not forget our parents, guardians, family, and friends who provide the daily supportive partnership and momentum for this incredible achievement. I invite our Eastview parents, guardians, family, and friends to please stand to be recognized. Thank you for all that you do. And finally, and most importantly, I want to congratulate our bright and passionate scholars who have persistently engaged in a sustained academic effort to get through this achievement tonight, resulting in this very elite National Merit Scholarship recognition. As Ms. Trainer said, it is truly an honor. So as I introduce you, would you please just step up here a little bit so we can get you all on camera. Step up here a little bit in a line. And then as I say your name, step forward. Please hold our applause until we get through them all, and it makes it a little more efficient here, and we can celebrate them all together. As Dr. Rykowski said, we've got lots of students who do lots of things. We have some that aren't here tonight as well, but we want to recognize them as well. We have Thomas Adamson's not here tonight, and Zoe Champ isn't here tonight. Nathan Alongo, however, is here. Mary Cotterba, Raymond Liu, Anshrutha Malarvanan is with our First Tech Challenge robotics team tonight, so she's not here. Josh Neuenswander is here. Max Pringle is here. Lainey Schwartz and Grace Tang are not here. Jack Tavarkley. Sammy Tesfaye is working on debate tonight. Ven Vinorni is here. Sophia Wang. Ian Young is absent. And Faye Zhang is here. And we have a special person here tonight. We have a young lady who transferred to Eastview High School this year from Berkeley Springs High School in Bath, West Virginia. She came up to us after we'd recognized our students at a Pet Fest and said, hey, wait a minute, I was a National Merit Scholar in my high school. Can I be recognized? And we said, you're in Eastview Lightning right now, so absolutely we're going to recognize you. This is Rebecca Moran is with us. So again, congratulations, a round of applause for all of them. And I present you to the Board of Education. Come on by. And I introduce Mr. Pete Roback, principal of Rosemount High School, to recognize their National Merit Scholars.
Congratulations and welcome. And next up is Pete Roback in Rosemount High School.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. What a wonderful night to be recognizing students for their academic and scholarly achievements. It just feels good to be at a board meeting to celebrate these successes as a district and not just individual schools. But good evening, Chairperson Magnuson, school board members, and Superintendent Krieger. My name is Pete Roback, and it's my privilege to be the principal at Rosemount High School. And it is my honor this evening to present to the board these fine students from Rosemount High School. And before we do that, I'd like for family and friends and loved ones in the audience from the Rosemount High School community, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, and thank you for all you do, not only for your student, but for the Rosemount High School community. So this evening, it is my privilege to recognize the students that are behind me. When I call your name, please step forward. We have Rowan Babcock, Jalen Freeman, and of special note, besides being recognized as a National Merit Scholar, Jalen has also been recognized as a National African American Recognition Award. So congratulations to Jalen. Métis Nago, who has also been recognized as a National African American Recognition Award. So congratulations, Métis. Mateo Paseas. Mateo is also recognized as a National Hispanic Recognition Award winner. Ava Valiant. Sophia Van Koolen. And finally, Colin Willett. Congratulations to our Rosemount High School scholars, and I present our students to the school board. Thank you.
Woohoo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Again, we would like, it's an honor for us to be able to celebrate with our students, their families, and the staff that helped them get this far. Congratulations to all of you. I know that there's going to be some of those kids we're going to be seeing again, whether it's in a robotics team or marching band or drama or one-act play or something, and we congratulate you all. Have a great rest of the school year. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you, parents. We'll move on to our next item on the agenda this evening, and that's the superintendent recognition of students and staff.
Thank you. I would like to congratulate and recognize the District 196 Foundation Board of Directors for hosting a wonderful celebration event October 14th at the Minnesota Vikings Museum in Eagan. The event raised funds for programs the foundation supports that benefit students and families in District 196. These include weekend food bags, reading books for summer, and instruments for students who otherwise would not be able to participate in band. To learn more about the District 196 Foundation and support their ongoing efforts, go to district196.foundation.org. And I would like to thank and recognize our school psychologists in advance of National School Psychology Awareness Week, November 7th through the 11th. Every District 196 school benefits from the services of a school psychologist. They help our students develop the academic and social emotional skills they need to promote personal achievement, growth, resilience, and a sense of belonging and well-being. The work of our school psychologists do for students and families is as important now as ever before. And later this evening, the board will be asked to approve resolutions designating the week of November 14th to the 18th, Clerical and Secretarial Employees Appreciation Week, and Maintenance Support Employees Appreciation Week in District 196. There are approximately 850 clerical and secretarial employees who fill a variety of important positions and provide services that are essential for the day-to-day operation of our schools and the district. There are also more than 150 maintenance support employees in District 196. They protect the community's investment in our schools and help to provide safe, secure, and clean environments that are conducive to teaching and learning. At this time, I would like to ask any clerical, secretarial, and maintenance support employees who are with us this evening to stand and be recognized. And I think they're all busy with other activities, but we're going to recognize them anyway.
Exactly. And we will thank them when we see them. We'll move on to the items of the consent agenda this evening. Under consent, we have the minutes of the October 10th, 2022 regular school board meeting. We have the minutes of the October 13th, 2022 special school board meeting. We have gifts. We have fuel purchases. We have personnel. We have pay rates for substitute, temporary, and part-time community ed employees. We have assurance of compliance. We have a police liaison service agreement with the City of Apple Valley, the City of Eagan, and the City of Rosemont. We have an agreement for a student teaching experience from Minnesota State University Mankato. We have a Minnesota State High School League Foundation grant, and we have an employee agreement in front of us. Are there any items of the consent agenda board members would like to pull this evening for additional questions? Seeing none, wish of the board?
Move approval.
Second.
Was it Art? A motion by Art and a second by Sakowden?
Sure.
Or was it you, Joel?
It was Joel.
It was Joel. Oh, well. We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as outlined. All in favor indicate by saying aye. 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 Opposed? Thank you. That passes on a 6-0 vote. We have no items of report this evening. We have no items of old business. We'll move to new business, and this evening under new business, we have the 2023-24 school calendar, and we have Human Resources Coordinator Shelley Munson presenting.
Good evening, Chairperson Magnuson, members of the board, and Superintendent Krieger. I'm Shelley Munson, Human Resources Coordinator, and I'll be referring to the proposed school calendar for the 23-24 school year. This planning calendar was developed and reviewed by district and building administrators and with representatives of Dakota County United Educators representing our teachers. We will provide a calendar specifically for families once this calendar is approved that indicates days off. That's a little more simple than the one we have before you tonight. I want to highlight some characteristics of the proposed calendar for you. Similar to our current school year, middle school and high school students will have 2 school days prior to Labor Day. This allows for a calendar where all grades K-12 finish school on the same date in June. We continue to have student assessment days for elementary students prior to Labor Day, with the first regular school day for students in grades 1 through 5 on September 5th. And as we did this year, our kindergarten students will start with 2 half-day transition days in the week prior to Labor Day, and then begin their full days on Wednesday, September 6th. High school parent-teacher conferences have been adjusted just slightly to fall later within the trimester. And this change provides more instructional days prior to conferences, but it also allows our staff data analysis and instructional alignment days to be on the same dates, K-12, so all levels, providing the opportunity for our teachers to participate in curricular meetings across grade levels if needed. Winter break will be a full 2 weeks, and spring break continues to be the last full week in March. And the last day of school is on June 5th for all levels. The calendar committee would like to have further discussions regarding the 2024-25 calendar before bringing that calendar to you at a future meeting. So on behalf of administration, I recommend that you approve the 2023-24 school calendar at your November 14th board meeting. And I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
Thank you. As Shelley said, this is not an action item this evening. This is for November 14th. But I'll ask if there are any questions or comments from the audience. You can find this catalog or this calendar online under our board exhibits if you want to look at it and give us some feedback before the 14th. So that would be one way that people could access and give input for that. Board members, are there any questions or comments on the calendar? This is not ever an easy thing to put together because you have a lot of moving parts. Things change. People have different ideas of what it should look like before Labor Day, after Labor Day, 2 weeks at winter break, not 2 weeks at winter break. So congratulations.
Great, thank you.
We'll look forward to seeing you again, Shelley, on the 14th. Next, under new business, is Policy 801, District Community Relations, and we'll call up our General School Counsel, Jill Coyle.
Good evening, Chairperson Magnuson, members of the board, and Superintendent Krieger. I am before you tonight with proposed changes to Policy 801, our policy on district community relations. This is the home to our policy language with regard to community listening sessions. And I'll remind you that community listening sessions is a process that we put in place a little over a year ago in the summer of 2021. And maybe for the benefit of the audience, I'll describe community listening sessions just a bit. So what they are is they're meetings that are held across the district in our district schools to provide our community with an opportunity to have access to up to 3 board members at a time. And it allows for a more informal flow of ideas and provides our community members with ready access to board members. And I believe our board has found those sessions to be helpful in terms of reaching our community. The proposed change for this evening is a change that would allow the board to cancel a community listening session in those circumstances in which no stakeholder, no community member has signed up in advance to attend. So interestingly enough, when we drafted the policy language, we didn't think of that circumstance, and so we realized as the year has gone on that we do need to have that mechanism. Over the course of the last year, there have been a few times, I believe, where nobody has signed up in advance. And of course, nobody wants to throw a party and have nobody show up. And so this is a chance for us to correct that. The language that is proposed tonight in the draft policy that you have would permit the school district to cancel a scheduled community listening session if no stakeholder has signed up in advance by 3 p.m. on the Friday before the scheduled session. And the idea here is that change, when there is no advance interest, will allow board members to take the hold off of their calendar. It allows us to free up building space, saves time and travel. So that's the concept behind tonight's change. So this is an item of new business. I will be back November 14th asking for action on it. But if there are concerns or questions that I can address tonight, let me know.
Perfect. With that, I'll ask if there are any questions or comments from the audience. Seeing none, questions and comments from board members? Nope, we just, as you said, you will be back here on the 14th. We didn't need to throw a party and have nobody come. But they have been extremely helpful when we've had people come, so good idea. Thank you. With that, we'll move on to other action items this evening. We have the Maintenance Support Employee Appreciation Week, November 14th through the 18th. We'll turn it over to Superintendent Krieger.
Tonight, you are being asked to officially recognize maintenance, support, and clerical and secretarial employees in conjunction with American Education Week and Education Support Professionals Day. I ask your approval of the resolution declaring District 196 Maintenance Support Employees Appreciation Week, November 14th through November 18th, 2022.
With that, I'll ask if there's a motion and a second.
Move approval. Second.
A motion by Art.
Sakowden.
Second by Sakowden, thank you. Questions or comments from the board? Comments? No, but if we didn't have such a great maintenance crew, our buildings would not look as good as they do. So we thank them always and appreciate the work that they do to keep our buildings running and at efficient levels, and we have beautiful looking buildings, and it's amazing how old some of them are. So with that, we've got a motion by Art, a second by Sakowden, to approve the Maintenance Support Employees Appreciation Week, November 14th through the 18th. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you, that passes on a 6-0 vote. Next is Clerical and Secretarial Employees Appreciation Week, November 14th through the 18th. I'll turn it over to you.
I ask your approval of the resolution declaring District 196 Clerical and Secretarial Employees Appreciation Week, November 14th through November 18th, 2022.
With that, I will entertain a motion and a second.
Move approval. Second.
We have a motion by Joel and a toss-up. We'll give it to Sachin for a second. Any questions or comments, board? We certainly congratulate and thank all of our clerical and secretarial employees. They make the world run, so thank you. We've got a motion and a second to approve the Clerical and Secretarial Employees Appreciation Week. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. That passes on a 6-0 vote. We've come to the end of our agenda, so board members and superintendent updates. Board members with items they'd like to share. Sachin.
I don't have an update, but on behalf of the Indian community, I'd like to wish everyone a happy Diwali. It's the Festival of Lights, and happy Diwali to each of you over here and to our 196 family. So, happy Diwali. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll turn it over to you, Superintendent Krieger.
Okay. Later this week, we will be announcing plans for 3 nights of district dialogue meetings in mid-November to get input from a variety of district stakeholders on possible facilities improvements being considered in a preliminary recommendation the administration plans to present to at the next regular school board meeting on Monday, November 14th. The district dialogue focus group meetings will follow that same week from 6 to 8 p.m. each evening on Tuesday, November 15th at Eastview High School, Wednesday, November 16th at Rosemont High School, and Thursday, November 17th at Egan High School. The format for the district dialogues will be the same each night. Each evening will begin with a brief presentation about the need for the proposed facilities improvements and what they are, an opportunity to ask clarifying questions, followed by facilitated small group meetings to get qualitative stakeholder input on the improvements being considered. The administration will use this input, along with the quantitative data we receive from the scientific community survey conducted in September, to prepare our final recommendations to the school board. Stay tuned for more information about the district dialogues and how to register to participate. Thank you.
Very good. With that, we've come to the end of the agenda this evening, so I'll ask for a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Corey, a second by Joel. All in favor of adjourning indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We're adjourned.